Hey everyone, so I am here. I was going through my school books and stuff and figured I would hop on and do a quick video going over how you store your oils. So there's 4 factors as far as things that can spoil your oil, and they're going to be heat, light, like exposure to light, moisture, and oxygen. Those 4 things, if your oils are exposed to these things, some for, can be exposed to them but if they're exposed for too long, they can ruin your oils. So, these are things that we probably all have heard of if we're using essential oils, but I know for me, I still messed up here and there with how I was storing them. So the first I'm going to go over is heat. This is something that we sometimes may do. I know I did it a lot when I first started using oils because I had them in a little carrying case, and I would keep them in my purse or just carry them with me everywhere I went. And if I happened to go into a store or just go into a building, sometimes I'd leave them in my car. That's not good because we all know how hot a car can get. So, and even right now, I think I have a bottle just in my console, and it's still there, but whenever I'm like going through my console, I see it and I'm like, no, why did I do that? So I don't use it because it's bad. It's been in my car for far too long. So just know high heat. Now, you want to keep your oils at a cool temperature. If you can keep them in a refrigerator, do that. But you don't want to keep them above 65 degrees, which is probably, even cooler than your normal room temperature. This is why we say keep them in a refrigerator if you can, especially your citrus oils. And also, speaking of heat, I know some people don't know, but oils do have a flash point. Now, flash point is the degree that something would spontaneously combust. Oils do have that. Now, most is extremely high, so you don't have to worry about your oils just going poof into flames, at 100 degrees, but it can happen. Also, in relation to heat, because I did mention keeping them cool, if you do happen to freeze your oils, some oils do crystallize. I know rose does, and I know rose is one for sure. And also, another thing, if you do freeze rose or something like that, and it's supposed to freeze, it's a way you could tell if an oil is adulterated. So say you have rose oil, throw it in the freezer, and it freezes, but you see some liquid at the top of it or at the bottom. That means that's something else that's not supposed to be in there. So, like alcohol, which can be used as a solvent to distill it. So anyways, so heat. Like I said, keep your oils out of the heat. If you can, keep them in your fridge, and something, that's going to keep it safe, but you want to keep it at a cool temperature. The next thing would be light. So some people may keep their oils on their windowsill, maybe in their kitchen because they're using them to cook with or whatever. You don't want them in direct sunlight all the time. Now, we do keep our oils in like a dark colored glass, usually like the amber colored glass bottles. But even still, you still want to keep them out of that direct sunlight because, again, direct sunlight is going to heat the bottle up, and now you have heat and light. And speaking of that, it's still under debate, but I know some companies carry the cobalt blue glasses. There have been some studies that showed that can alter it could discolor and oxidize your oil. And now that's still up for debate, but just because of that, just want to let you know that, and this is also only for the straight oil. If it's a diluted oil, it's not as big of a problem or an issue in that study. This is for a single oil or blend in a cobalt blue bottle. It was shown to oxidize or discolor the oil. Now, this has not been consistent, but it has happened. Just so if you want to know. So, and by the way, I'm getting all this stuff from my school book, just so you know, my anatomy from American College of Health Sciences. So that was heat, light. Next, I'll go over moisture. Now, this one I did recently. I didn't think about it. I was keeping oils in my shower. So keeping them in there, I would keep them in there and then open the bottle to like pour some oils around me, you know, for respiratory support, things like that. And then close it back up, keep it on the windows. There's like a window in my shower. I will keep it on the windowsill there. So obviously light was an issue. Heat too, because I like my showers like scalding hot, but moisture in my shower, that's the big thing. Because what happens is that water can slowly seep into that bottle, and then next thing you know, you have that water in there making your oil go rancid, and that's not good either. So if you look at your oils, if you ever see like little droplets or anything like that in the bottom of your oil, that means there's water in it, and it's not good. If you bought it like that, send it back to the company and have them fix it. And then last, oxygen. Things that we could do accidentally, and it's just you're using the oil, you get distracted, you set it down, forgot to put the cap on it. Not only is it evaporating into the air because they're highly volatile, it's also oxidizing that oil, and that's also going to cause it to go rancid. So those are the 4 things: oxygen, heat, light, moisture. And just to go real quick, which oils are specific to these separate categories. So oils such as citrus or pine or juniper, they're oils that are high in terpenes. These are not good with oxygen. So these are oils you want to make sure you're putting your lids on nice and tight, not leaving them open, that kind of thing, because they will oxidize. Oils high in esters will be like lavender, bergamot. Those are the ones that can turn acidic because of water. So you don't want to leave your lavender in your bathroom, on your bathtub, in your shower, by your kitchen sink, things like that. Keep them in a dry place. I mean, this goes for all oils, but these are the specific ones that are kind of more susceptible to that. I'm sorry if I'm shaking. I'm holding my phone in my hand. So also, oils with alcohol. These actually will stay pretty good on the shelf. Those will be oils like geranium. They're pretty good just straight on the shelf. That alcohol helps to keep them stable. And then oils like lemongrass kind of help. They do diminish over time, but they do still hold a pretty good shelf life. So yeah, and I'll go over, oils that will actually improve with age would be oils like vetiver, ylang ylang, patchouli. Those are oils that as time goes on, they age well. So they're like wine, I guess you could say, or cheese. Yeah. So those I just wanted to talk about real quick. I would say if you can, get something that's like a box, preferably covered, that's going to keep it, from any outside exposure. It'll keep it in a dark place. If you can keep it in your fridge, do that as well. But don't keep them in your car. Don't keep them in your bathroom. Don't keep them in direct sunlight, like on a windowsill. And don't leave them open. All right? So just wanted to do that quick class, and hopefully I will get some more of these knocked out for you in the next coming week. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.